On today's schedule, we're gonna do the complete fangirl experience. So, ranking ships, reading and writing fanfiction, making fan art and memes, reacting to the manhwa, trying to summon a good friend in real life, making a fan game, and making a fan song. So come with me as we fangirl over Got Dropped in a Ghost Story Still Gotta Work together! I'm gonna rank the ships from most toxic to most wholesome, because I have to have something to do or else it's gonna be awkward. Starting off with the popular ones, we have Bronze Soul, objectively the most toxic one, because he's too controlling and is way too overpowered. I don't really have an opinion on Bronze Soul, I just think it's funny because I saw Bronze Soul fan art before reading the novel and wondered what possibly could have happened for this man to be kissing a TV head. Alrighty, next we have Sasol. It's also kind of toxic because they've had like what, 2 normal conversations where Soleum wasn't pretending to be a menace and Sahon wasn't pissed off about something. I also saw fan art of this before reading and I thought it was canon. Like after the initial subway job interview thing and Sahon was gone for like a hot minute, I'm like, where he at? Is this a slow burn or something? Next we have Choi Sol. Like finally we got a wholesome one. Soleum is so cute with glasses. Anything about the Hyunmoo arc, I like it. It's kind of sad though. I'm not sure if it was Choi who said it, but I think he was the one who told Soleum that he'll become his new home or something like that. Was it Bronze? You know what? I'm cool with this ship even if it's not my favorite. Next we have a J-Soul. This is my favorite. As a rom-com reader, I need a wholesome chill ship. And J3 is a very reliable guy. He's chill. Well, if you don't piss him off, you know. I don't know if I like this ship just because I like J or if I actually like this ship. We need to talk about pre-contamination J though, like Quack Soul. I only included this because I find it funny. I can't believe I found something more toxic than Bronze Soul. Bronze Soul. I don't even think it has an official ship name because Bronze Soul sounds too much like Bronze Soul. It's like a milder version of enemies to lovers, but if you want that hardcore enemies to lovers, you'll probably like Sasol more, but Bronze Soul is my second favorite ship because I just enjoy wholesome relationships. Leave me alone. Jasol, I don't think this has a ship name either, probably because most of the fandom headcanons Lee Ja-hoon as a father figure, and so do I. But if I had to put this on the line, I'd put it closer to wholesome. Holly Hyunmoo. I had to include this because it's really popular, like more popular than J-Soul even. Why? I personally don't get it, but I'll put it in wholesome with the rest of them. Soleum X Youngin. I don't know the ship name for this, but I gotta include at least one straight ship. So here it is. I think they're chill. Low-key the spy arc was good for bond building. I haven't seen that many people who ship them, but I kinda gotta diversify the list here. Here's a bonus J Quack. I'm speechless. Anyways, moving on. Let me tell you how I got into this. So I saw the cover of season 1, and then I was like, wow, this is gonna be such a great BL comedy manhwa. But it turns out it was neither of the 3. Normally, I would not read something like this. If you compare this to the usual stuff I read, it sticks out. Like, what are you doing there? The fact that I've gathered so many Ghost Story Gotta Work fans here, I mean, it really is my bad for mentioning Kim Soleum every other video. Okay, so you can't exactly be a fangirl without fanfics. But I'm gonna be honest, the last time I read a fanfic was like 2 years ago. Sahon being the most popular one, that's expected. And then Choi, Braun. Why is J3 dead last though? Sasol, number 1, not surprised. Bronze Soul, not surprised. Choi Soul, not surprised. Sasol again. Bronze Soul again. Choi Soul again. I'll read it to you while you watch my speed paint. He takes the remote laying on his living room table and he turns on the television. His favorite cartoon show immediately turned on, similar to the one he used to watch with a certain friend. His remote was still in his other hand. He hadn't moved a single finger. So why was the television switched to another channel? An unknown channel, where the screen was an Asian man with black hair typing away in Korean style off his cubicle. To be more specific, it was himself on that screen. Kim Soleum, an ordinary office worker in his late 20s, around 175 centimeters tall. Contrary to the chilling scene, a pleasant, gentlemanly voice rings through the space. The host continues speaking, the sound of his voice alone enough to captivate its listener. But the succinct, immersing sound wasn't why Kim Soleum kept watching instead of turning the anomaly off. No. To Kim Soleum, it was the fact the awfully familiar tone holds the answer to the strange occurrences to his daily life. How could he forget such a unique voice? Just as his fingers began hovering over the power button of his TV remote, all the lights of his apartment flickered before shutting off. A large, imposing shadow is coming out of his television screen, towering near the short ceiling of his apartment complex, and formalizing into something he recognizes. Dress shoes clack against the wooden floor floor of his apartment. A gentleman of refined gait and perfect posture befitting of a talk show entertainment is now standing before him. He should be scared of feeling immersed in this situation, but there's a catch. In the original world he has finally returned to, where he lives a ghostless, ordinary office worker's life, strange phenomena began to occur. Braun, my very dear friend. Looking at that beaming smile on the cartoonish character, Kim Soleum couldn't help but grin foolishly as well. How are you here? He says. Oh dear, Mr. Oh dear. Are you not happy to see this Braun again? The bunny on the screen starts crying. Don't answer my question with another question. You're asking how I came here without the help of that doll? Yes. Well, you already know the answer to that, don't you? My, Mr. Oh dear. It is a joy to know that your mind is as sharp as before. Though such excessive attention to detail could be a double-edged knife at times. Well, it certainly was more interesting before. Unfortunately or not, you were the protagonist of the world that demanded you face its most dangerous trials. Oh, one cannot deny the immense anticipation and joy of watching you transform typical cliches into Oscar-worthy shows. However, I could also watch you sit still and do nothing in the shabby basement for 6 months. I could also watch you repeat the same day, doing the same actions for more than 613 days, 1,000, a millennia. It does not matter what you do, Mr. Oh dear. This Braun will always enjoy watching you, cheering you on. Isn't that what a good friend does? Sorry, but I didn't save my manhwa reaction, so I'm gonna just have to tell you my reaction. The first thing I noticed is that Soleum is a lot more, I don't know how to explain it, but I have the perfect picture. You see this facial expression? The way he was narrating things made me think that he had this kind of like, I'm about to piss my pants face like 24/7. I know he's supposed to have a poker face, but I did not imagine the poker face. Is this the face Soleum makes when he tells us that he's so scared? This is so cute. This is so cute. Why does Sawon look so cute? Like, wait, what? You know how I imagined him? I imagined him like this. Cause like, why? He's so cute. What the hell? Why does he look so, he looks so wise. He looks so serene. This is my dream haircut. He's too cute. What? His internal dialogue is literally why I thought he looked like this. Honestly, I want to decline the offer and run away, but resignation only means dying as an extra in some ghost story. Then I should find a way to escape this world entirely. Yo, I feel so bad for him. Like, I feel so bad for him. Like, Youngin is so cute too. But I already imagined her to be cute, so that's not much of a difference there. The start of Solsa? King Yaoi the 4th. People are so indecisive on the 4th. The company housing is kind of nice. To be honest, I kind of just imagined they were living in the back rooms. I'm bad at imagining things that are not people. Aww, he looks so happy. The artist is so funny. You know, one thing I never understood. Okay, so how is Min-sung chief and Haji is assistant manager and then Lee Ja-hun is the leader? But then like, who are they leading? Who are they the boss over? You can't be a leader with no underlings. How is Park Min-sung chief when he has nobody to chief over except for like one guy, which is Soleum? Okay, jump scare warning in 3, 2, 1. This like, I might have to stop reading the manhwa in the later chapters because like I can't. Soleum is so right. Reading text is so much easier than seeing pictures. I don't want this on my screen. I think the artist did a good job. I'm gonna make a game, except we have a few problems. So I'm actually submitting the game to a competition, which means there's a theme and it's little guys, and I'm somehow supposed to incorporate it. Also, I only have half a day to make the whole entire game. And it's also my first ever game, so like, am I cooked or am I cooked? We're gonna do a bronze babysitting simulator. These are the little guys. Well, come on, like I have to follow the theme. So essentially, Soleum is trying to stop the horde of bronze from killing him, and he has to take care of them. I just opened the game engine I plan on using, and I have no idea what's going on. Time to binge watch tutorials. Look at this. This is what I have right now. I can jump, I can move, and there's gravity. Yay! I'm not very excited for whatever this is though. The idle animation is literally just him and then I squish the image. I just realized the tutorial I've been watching is how to make a 2D platformer. Like I can't find a tutorial for the type of game I want to make. So my idea is to have this huge tub of blood, and then there's, you know, those fishing games that have that thing that, you know, like Stardew Valley, there's an arrow going up and down and you have to pause exactly at that green part. So like essentially you want to fill a bathtub full of blood, and then one by one each brawn goes into the bathtub. I don't know what happens later, like I'll figure it out later. But wait, if I'm gonna make a game like this, then Soleum literally doesn't need to move. He just needs to stand there. That means I did the whole moving and then the jumping for no reason. need to write a song, but let's be honest, I don't really have time. I have to edit this video tonight, so I'm gonna create a parody of a song that already exists. So we have Help Let Me Go by Danny Gonzalez. I don't know if you know this song, but also, like, if you expect the songs to be good, like, I'm sorry. People come to my channel to laugh. I'm so sorry. Like, close your ears. He was just a fanboy who loved creepy pasta, working a 9 to 5, happy as can be, until one day he went, into a ghost story, and he got hired by a suspicious company. Now he's really scared, half living, half dead, can't fall asleep at night, cause he wants to go home. There'll be quite a fright, Jesus Christ, if you run into him in the moments he's talking to himself. Oh, you know he may come off brave, but he's not what he seems. If you ever attack him, he'll try not to scream like, help, let me go home, let me go home, let me go tonight. He'll scream, help, let me go home, let me go home, let me go, stop promoting me. Okay, so I have everything we need. Let's summon a good friend. So what you're gonna need is a plushie, a coin, water item, which I chose a ribbon, a salt, and a lighter. But like, I'm kind of using my phone to record right now, so I can't exactly check the steps. I think I'm supposed to draw a pentagram or a hexagram, or I don't know what that looks like, so I'm just gonna draw a circle. After drawing your circle, place the plushie in the middle. No, I don't want my cleffa to get dirty. Next, place a coin on top of its head. Yay! I forgot if the salt comes first or if the lighter comes first. I don't think it's enough, but I'm not that committed to the bit. I'm not actually gonna light the ribbon because that's low-key a fire hazard, but I'm gonna like turn on my lighter for the intro, okay? Or like maybe I can get a thumbnail out of this. Why is it not turning on? Oh, it's locked. The hell? It's still not turning on? Is it dead? Oh, look, it's on. Oh my god. I need to get a good shot for my intro, okay? I'm gonna do this. Why is it so loud? Put a fire PNG on this ribbon when I'm editing. Oh wow, it's gone, it burned. Oh no, what's gonna happen? Wow, the coin disappeared. Oh look, she's alive. Hi, Cleffa. Well, anyways, time to pack up, I guess. Now it's time to talk about the lore. I'm not that great at lore interpretation. Like, the site that I read it on didn't have any comments, and like the translation was pretty bad, which means I had to figure everything out by myself. The most confusing part was at the beginning of part 2. I was so confused. Like, at first I thought Soleum traveled back in time and like his memory was faulty, but then if it was like that, it also wouldn't make sense that Quack still knew who he was. The reason why I thought he went back in time was because Jang Ho-won came back to life. So I'm like, okay, everyone else still has their memories, so that also makes no sense. So like, I ended up reading the first few chapters of part 2 again. This is my takeaway. So Kim Soleum wished to go back to where he was the day before he was hired, but he didn't mention the time, so he just teleported to the place, which is also why Braun is still there, or else it wouldn't make any sense. I had to take a break after reading that. I had so much whiplash. Like, I fully thought Soleum would go back to his world. You know how if you make a wish that's like end world hunger or something, you get transported to a universe where world hunger doesn't exist? But what about your previous universe? Do you still exist and function, or are you like gone from that universe? You know what I'm saying? But enough with that confusing stuff. Let's talk about my favorite arcs. I really like the Hangman kindergarten arc. What do you call it? Well, I mean, that was the reason half of Team D fell apart. Specifically the part where Soleum was trying to save Chief Park. There's just something about the desperation. Leave me alone. Like I'm not crazy. I also really like the Luki March arc, because like bro's going so insane that he just chopped off his arm. I like the Braun kidnapping arc. Like, call me crazy, but if I was Soleum, I would just work for Braun. It's not that bad. Honorable mention to the glass prison arc. To the Choi Soul shippers, I just want to say, Choi was the one who sent him to prison, and guess who got him out? Agent Bronze. Yeah, I'm still hung up about that one heartfelt conversation they had.